information. I've taught on some of these scriptures before, and I've talked about how God will cross any barrier to reach you. There's no barrier that God won't cross to get to you. There's no divide great enough that He's not greater. There's no darkness that He's not brighter. And we know all these things, like we know them in our heads. But sometimes when we're interacting with people, it's so hard to remember that. Like, I struggle sometimes with some people. Sometimes people are not receiving of maybe my attention, my affection, my love, whatever it is that I feel like I want to connect with someone, and they don't want to connect. And I know for me, myself, I'm one of those that I don't have to have a lot of hints. Just a few hints, and I'll leave you alone. And I'm not saying that we have to have a relationship with every person we come in contact with. But we do have the responsibility to be light to the darkness to every person we meet. Because it's not that the enemy is not the people, right? We don't war against flesh and blood. The enemy is not the people who are in darkness. The enemy is the darkness that are in people. And if we're the light of God, what are we supposed to be doing to dispel darkness? Because light doesn't have to do anything to dispel darkness. It just has to be. Darkness has to flee when there's light. And I have been meditating on, I think I'm getting another layer about it. But I first want, before I discuss that scripture, I want us to see, and I've shown you this video before, but I don't know, it touches me every time I watch it. It's from John 4. It's the woman at the well. And it's pretty accurate as far as following scripture for the script that they have. And so instead of reading John 4 to you, we're going to watch this. Could you go ahead and do that, please, Heather?
You ask for a drink from me as a man.